relevant, and I think it's really important that people understand what's going on.
Well, I think a lot of the people that follow me have about as much knowledge of the gold or precious metals market as I did before I sort of had any association with you guys, and it's still my knowledge is in its infancy. I'm starting to pick up certain things that I think will influence the market, the gold or the silver market in one shape or another. But then I get an email from Ainsley Bullion with an analysis report, and I haven't even scratched the surface of what's going on. Um, your team, just how in depth is the research that goes into the figures that you put out on a daily basis?
Quite a bit. So there's a few different levels to this. We start off really with the daily news, which is covering, obviously, as the name implies, things that are happening day to day. So that's research, obviously, but current research on what's happening at the time. But then we also put out some of the stuff that I'm more involved in my chief economist role, where we dig into a lot of the underlying data that is much more complicated. And that's the bit that a lot of people, we left scratching their heads, I suppose, around
Yeah.
things like global liquidity, which is how much money is flowing through the system and where that's coming from, and what's going on in the US in terms of their policies around how they deal with interest rates and bond markets and all of that sort of stuff.